Hey guys, Chris Vint back with another issue. I don't know why I keep doing that, but anyway, eventually I'll stop doing it and just say Chris Vint back with another issue, like I just did. Today is something to do with comic books, but it's not a case of me showing you comic books and stuff. Lately there's been a lot of people uploading videos to do with females reading comic books and how they're treated in comic books. Stores and things like that. Now I'm going to put the link below for two videos. One of them is Stacey Pull S, I believe she's called, who I just found last week, who is certainly one of the most energetic YouTubers that I've come across, and quite a bubbly personality, and kind of watched her video to do with this. And there's also Holy Batgirl, who without doubt is probably one of the best YouTubers in a story that I would watch on YouTube. I always look forward to her videos, and very kind of very warm person, especially to talk to on Twitter and stuff. So she's an awesome person. So if you haven't subscribed to both of them, please click the link below, watch a video, and you'll understand why I'm talking about this. Basically, if you have watched the video, just summarise, like, Holy Batgirl went into a comic book store, and this was her first time going in the comic book store, and went up to the counter with her comics and was asked, oh, are you getting this for your boyfriend? Not a case of, are you getting this for yourself? Now, I work in retail, I work with games in retail, and I would never ever ask a female, are you getting this for your boyfriend? I would always say, is this for yourself? Because everyone from different walks of life plays different things, does different things. Heck, you know, there's a point I'll get onto later on, which I'm kind of going all over the place here. But yeah, so she was asked, is that for your boyfriend? And kind of the same thing happened to Stacey as well, wherever she's deemed too hot to read comic books, and of course she means hot-blooded. Obviously she's a Skeletor fan, so I decided to wear this t-shirt today since she's a Skeletor fan as well. So hats off to you for that. But she was kind of treated the same way. Whereas I have a couple of female friends who I enjoy going out, you know, like into comic book stores and stuff. One of them cosplayed as Poison Ivy at the local Comic-Con there at the end of October. You know, so there's I think people need to move along, you know, like, and then kind of a case of they need to treat people with the way they want to be treated. If a man went into a comic book store and he went up with My Little Pony comics, would they say, is that for your daughter? Because My Little Pony is huge for both men and women. It's kind of like that scene in The Big Bang Theory, wherever Leonard takes Penny to the comic book store and they all turn around, and he says to her, oh, don't worry, they're probably more scared of you than you are of them. Or the other way around. Yeah, they're probably more scared of you. Yes, they're scared of... Yeah, which is probably the same thing that happens to them. But it's a case of we all come from different walks of life, I've said earlier, and it'd be pretty boring if we all like the same things. If stereotypical girls just like shopping for shoes and makeup and things like that. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy was probably the most popular Marvel film to date, I would imagine. Maybe slightly behind the Avengers, but wasn't the amount of people who went to that, wasn't there more females who went to that than males, if memory serves? So, you know, people are starting to come into the comic book things. The one good thing that came out of this was, you know, people obviously talking about this, is that people are actually looking, you know, like, I know now I've subscribed to maybe about 5 or 6 female YouTubers who all know their stuff, you know, and I enjoy watching their YouTube channels. Now, I should have actually got this ready beforehand. One of them was T-Rex, who has just hit 150 subscribers, so congrats on that. She posts videos all the time. She's really knowledgeable about things as well, and she has some awesome tattoos as well. There's Tasha Walmsley, who did like a... that's how I came across that Comic Chaos, was because of her, because obviously she knew all that stuff there. There's Zaphod's Comics, who I've only just found because somebody else posted a video and recommended some female YouTubers, and that was one of them. And I've watched some of her videos the last couple of days and was really enjoying them. There's La Raza as well, and there's another one. Allireadsbooks, who again, she does YouTube ones all the time. But as I said, you know, like there is, you know, Stacey Poole and Holy Batgirl as well. And, you know, like Holy Batgirl knows awful lot of stuff about Batman and I know nothing about at all. You know, and there's the case of they should be treated with the same respect that men want, you know, like for being comic book, you know, fans and things like that. Why can't we all just treat each other the same way instead of going like, oh well, you're a female, you know, like before we can say that you're a comic book fan, here's like a pop quiz for you, you know, like what issue did Hulk debut, what issue did Wolverine, you know, get a skeleton ripped out and things like that. You know, they're going to know stuff that we don't know and vice versa. But is it really a competition, or is it just a case of us getting along, talking to people, and then saying like, oh, I saw you, like, for example, Allireadsbooks reads that Witches comic, which I've never heard anything about, but then I've seen other people talk about it and say how good it is. The same way, you know, like some guys on here, like Mark Newton reads the Bucky Barnes is a Winter Soldier, I think it is, and says it's really good. You know, like, so it's a case of, you know, I'm set with Marvel, and I don't really read an awful lot of DC stuff. And, you know, like, I picked up that Batgirl one-shot because I know Holy Batgirl is really, obviously, into her Batgirl, so I thought, right, I'll see, you know, why she likes it. I haven't actually read it yet, so I don't know. But this is just a case of, you know, me just saying that, you know, these are awesome female YouTubers who know a crap ton of stuff about comics, and, you know, go and subscribe to them and see what I'm talking about. But the one thing that's coming out of this is that, you know, people are actually coming on, like here. I know Holy Batgirl is going on some radio station on like Saturday in Australia, because that's where she's from. She's not flying to Australia, just talking radio. But yeah, she's talking on that there about this, you know. But the one, you know, I'm just glad that this person didn't put her off comics, and, you know, the same thing that's happened to other females. I can't say anything about it, you know, because obviously with me being a male, but, you know, I'd certainly be a bit put off if I was there with my female friend and go like, oh, are you buying this for him? I'd be like, no, she's buying it for herself. Why have you come to that assumption? You know, it'd be pretty boring if we all like the same things. But hopefully I've put my point across, and yeah, I'll try and put the links to those two videos below. You'll probably see on the comments from the videos the people that I'm talking about, so click on their link, click subscribe and watch their videos. But yeah, so if there is a female that you know who's into comics, embrace it, don't try and put them off. You know, like if you own a comic book store and a female walks in here, you know, comic book store, ask them, is this for you? You know, like, talk to them about, you know, the great reads, or if you like this, here's that. You know, like, that's what I do with video games. If somebody comes in, they're buying, you know, Dragon Age, oh, if you like Dragon Age, you play Mass Effect. No, oh, it's the same kind of thing, but set in space. You know, try and get them into more things that way, rather than going, oh, is that for your boyfriend? Right, wonderful, you know, but anyway, so I've rambled on long enough. It's near approaching the 10-minute mark. So yes, thank you for listening to my ramble. I hope I've made my point and I haven't just rambled and not really got my point across. But yes, anyone who wants to be a comic book reader, embrace them. And I'm not saying go out and hug them because that'd be creepy, but just, you know, embrace them and welcome them into that community and welcome them into that, you know, give them recommendations of what you've read, which will be something that's in my next video, is my 3 or 4 most underrated comic books from Marvel that I don't think a lot of people talk about or read, and you'll probably see me wear the same stuff because it'll be in a minute or two. So keep flicking the pages, and until next time.